Good evening, guys, and welcome to another edition of The Man Cave. Again, it's myself and Sian Satruhan. As you guys know, Sian is growingly becoming a TikTok sensation. You could check him out in Sian's page. You do the massages and these kind of things. And we're going to be discussing a number of different issues like we normally do in The Man Cave. And the intention here is to really give perspective or a voice and have discussions that people normally don't have. Right? As simple as that. Having discussions that the people normally don't have. That's the kind of things we discuss here. So welcome to another edition to The Man Cave with myself and Sian. We have no guests today. The guys gave us a topic, sent a topic.
I don't even know the topic.
But I ain't too interested in it. What I want to talk about is Sian got a good fucking licking from a girl recently.
Well, we could talk about the topic, we could talk about the licking, we could discuss it. Because it is a very important conversation, needs to be discussed. Because it is abuse. I mean, we can look at it in a funny way, but you look at it where...
So the discussion is from legacy building to unleashing inner beasts. No filter, no apologies. From legacy building to unleashing inner beasts. I don't know how... That sounds so sophisticated and that kind of thing. They sound like me. That sound like me in 50 years. From legacy building to unleashing inner beasts. I don't know what fucking beasts they're talking about. Yes, but no beasting I be unleashed. It's a fucking beast. It's a beast you're looking at. Right? So we can discuss Sian experience. Sian recently experienced. Again, let's not take it out of context first. So Sian is going to explain what happened and how it happened, right? But nonetheless, this is just for discussion and experience sharing purposes from my perspective. Sian might be capitalizing on different things, having tax and these things. I have no fucking interest in this. You know why?
There's nothing to capitalize here.
No, but here what is my thing. As Sian is talking about this story, the same woman is in Sian's house.
Correct.
They're okay. Everything is okay. Something happened. He's using this.
We're working it out.
Right. Things are working out, right? No, I would not recommend that anybody, any woman, when they have a problem. This is being aired here, discussed because this is what we do. Our life as public figures is putting the thing out there, and by extension what I do is use myself as a magnifying glass as to what is going on and allowing people, affording people the opportunity to live vicariously through me. Basically looking at what I do and having their experiences, right? It so happens that Sian is a buddy of mine and he is sharing his experience. So he loved the opportunity to do that. I don't think it is advantageous. I know this young lady that Sian is talking about. I don't think it is advantageous, and except she's a little fucking weirdo that I don't know about. I don't think it's advantageous Sian discussing it because she did something wrong and most women can't take the pressure. If she's looking at this and looking at the comments, how she feels about that. I don't agree with the discussion.
Well, you see, for me,
Sian, before she come into this relationship with Sian is about Facebook and he started all the fucking story. So she had to know what she was getting into.
Correct.
So I'm just suggesting that I don't see this thing working out well, but he basically put his sheep on blast in public, right? Because the story is out there.
No, listen.
But no,
it's not about putting sheep on blast.
Bear in mind. No, here, me going into the discussion here. I'm trying to contextualize it and give my take. Let's now go into what happened on the day, and then we're going to discuss men and women and relationship and abuse. So, what happened?
Well, Mike, to be honest, I actually saw blurred out over the whole topic. I remembering from when she got a night about
you
something.
You were so traumatized.
No, I just didn't focusing on the incident since it happened. After it happened, I've been so busy. that I remember when she started hitting my hand, but I actually can't even remember why. I telling you straight right here recently, and I actually trying to recall why this girl is
find a panty.
Oh yeah. There we go.
That was not her fucking panty on your bed head.
Alright,
I ain't forget!
But I just remember. Alright, so I have had many previous relationships. I've lived home with women before. And I did have someone living with me a few months before me and her. So a day we were cleaning up. She was tidying up, fixing up the house, packing up clothes and these things. And a lot of old clothes she found and she packed up in my drawer. So I put on the pants and I pushed my hand in my pocket. And I found the underwear at town. Very attractive G-string too. It had a lot of nice bows and glitters and stuff on it. And I thought it was horrible. So I took it out and I put it on the bed here and I left it there for her for when she come and let she see it. That, she don't know it's she underwear. Now, bam, the girl walked in, she saw the underwear and she just violently started coughing away upon me, pounding at my face and my head and my shoulders. And I put my hand for black she hates because I just didn't want to hit her back. She's a very petite girl. But I felt the need if I hit her hard, she gonna feel it. But she kept pounding upon this one hand for like a specific area. So the main vein swelled and it got black and blue. And that was where now we kind of raised the conversation because when I turned to her and I said, man, if I was to hit you, she go and she says she's a woman. So I said, man, if you's a woman, why you hitting me? Oh, well, men do things for women hit them. So I said, what about when you do things for men hit you? Why can't we hit y'all then? If that's the road or the way you want to put it. No. Everything is a defensive way with the same feminism thing which we talked about earlier. Where apparently it seems to be okay for women and hit at men, but it's not okay for men hit at them.
Firstly, that young lady is not here to be able to speak for herself. I want to ask you, do you find...
Believe me, I ain't lying for nothing.
Have you... No, I know you're lying, but what I'm saying, questions got to be asked. Have you considered how inappropriate it was for underwear to be found in your... Other underwear to be found in?
Well, believe me, I did ask a question. If I asked her, if you were living home with a man, and I walked in and I...
By the way, guys, for those of you who are looking in, there are no calls. We don't take calls in the man cave, but you can put in the comments what your interests are and what are your opinions on this topic that we're discussing, and we will look at it and maybe answer some of them. Yeah. So did you find, from your perspective, because you are in a serious relationship with this young lady, I think to some extent she would have known what she was getting into, that you would have had many past relationships.
Correct.
Do you find, being in a serious relationship, in the past, fucking everybody and anybody, nothing is wrong. Who find panties and nothing wrong? That's regular. Do you sense that was inappropriate?
I don't really come to relationships seriously till I get married. That's me. I tell you straight. If I ain't married to you, I don't really count it as a serious relationship yet. Or engaged. So I believe engagement. Engagement is what I find that's the point of getting serious.
So you have someone.
I would say I have someone because...
No, but don't get confused with this things yet.
But you see,
this is nice we open up this discussion.
Yeah.
Because you might be misunderstood, misguided, or being misled all in one, right?
You see, the dating phase for me is very important in a relationship, right? This is where you're now getting to learn to know the other person. So if you're not comfortable with that person, why should you live for the rest of your life with that one person? Why stay in a relationship that you feel and this is not the person for you? That's why I don't consider relationships serious until you get engaged. Because when you get engaged, you're now making the decision that, hey, look, I want to marry this person. I mean, this person now is to be together.
No, but if we don't take this thing serious now, since the first day we meet, and decide we're going to have lunch, we're going to have dinner, what we're going to do, when we're going to do it, how we're going to do it. If we don't take it serious now, before the engagement, because
well, you see, obviously, come see me is two different things, you know.
Over there, obviously, things are not going to work out. If while we dating, you going to fuck somebody, she going to fuck somebody, the two of y'all is whores, because y'all are taking this thing serious.
No, that definitely.
Let me say if the two of y'all was whores, and decide come straight into this thing and now taking this thing seriously, you know. Nobody got worry, nobody will watch you. Look me phone, I look you. Where is the arrangement? Because me ain't no fucking phone. Me checking nobody phone and nobody checking me phone.
Correct.
Yes, sir. I ain't got the problem with dog. Not phone problem alone. I got a problem with a woman's insecurity. So when I sense is a woman insecurity, it got, especially a woman that close to me, it got a negative effect on me.
Hold on. Okay, I see what's going on here. The Wi-Fi connection going.
Man, let's
no problem.
We're discussing Wi-Fi today. We doesn't aside.
Let me go.
Right? So, I am saying, if we're serious from the start.
Wait, hold on. Give me one second. I know we're going. The distance. So, I got it. Hold on. Just give me 1 second.
We'll put the tail up top there, buddy. Put the tail up top under the camera.
No, put it to the I don't want to block the camera.
But you and this fucking TikTok thing's fun.
Yeah, wait, don't do it, your ass. Are you not dead? You're not dead. Give me a little signal.
Yeah.
You gotta make sure you're getting signal to for your stuff too.
Yeah. So, my thing is, if you're serious, you gotta be serious now. Because it's not an open relationship, it's a relationship and you're looking to get married. But what are you looking to get married to? We can make fucking problem that when we do get married, we got things to discuss that ran between me and you.
Correct. So you got to start it before.
You got to start now. So you should not be discussing, thinking, or think that this is fucking serious. Anybody you will lie down with in your bed and then in your fucking house, this is serious shit.
Correct.
And should be taken likewise. You know what I'm saying? Just me stupid advice.
So what would you suggest then? You make a serious discussion early, and if things can't work out, parties go to separate ways. Because you gotta get a conclusion.
In my case, I have no intention of. I do not like the concept, first thing, of being a child father. So I have no interest in making more children. I don't want when I get old, this children fighting at me, they don't fucking think that. I find that very demeaning to my character. I could be many things, but me want to be seen with this poor level of moral subscription. It's become like you got a side. Imagine a side chick is a fucking thing, and women are proud to say their side chick's partner.
Yeah, it's a very
good. You want no fucking association with them type thing.
But it's not. I mean, the worst part is when you see women post blatantly that I get with this woman, man, and I can't post me, man, because he got a wife or he's somebody else, man, so I can't post me, man. And I just say, watch him. I was like, how low can you be to literally boast about something? This is something for boast about.
No, but this is a society. People subscribe to low or no moral standing. And you see, one has to have a moral compass if one wants to be guided in a good path. Because you could do what you want to do. You can enjoy yourself. It's your prerogative. The world is created that way. The thing is, if you look at the paths that success take, It's not in the ghetto. You gotta come out. And no matter what you do or how you do it, you gotta hide and do it. Here laugh. All of them is Harry. All the people them got shortcomings. Everybody got secret. You got secret, I got secret. But we come out and we hold the head up high and act in a certain manner. That's important. You got a moral compass. Because what then? You go back to the ghetto now, when nobody cares. Anybody just doing what they want to fucking do. Chaos. You understand? Society becomes strife with chaos. And we can't have a chaotic society.
But there's nothing we can do today to change that.
No, I don't care what we will do.
Social media.
I am doing what I am doing. That is why I am where I am. You understand? You are doing what you did. If they want to go out there and bug and fuck and do whatever they want, I have no. You enjoy yourself. You understand? Look at them. You see anybody going out there? I want you to go cross social media. You see anybody there? Big brokodong, bogodong, fuckdong, and everything else. Openly. Got anything or is anybody? You understand what I'm saying?
Correct. Yes.
Yes, sir.
When you look at the people that are going on like that,
they got nothing and they're nobody. Because who? When you done, let me look at people like when you done do all of this, who you could go to that is gonna have respect for you?
And so in status, there's nobody will have the respect.
Nobody has respect for you. Yes, sir. And that's where you gotta look at.
People don't want to get nothing.
Even to me,
business.
I had to choose from a very young age where you're gonna be a thuggy. You understand? I was in situations in the past that I got choose if I got thief for me children. You understand? And I said, "Bye, you is not of that kind of character. You not fucking thief, man. You not hustler." Must like Winston tell you, we driving on the road there, we telling a man a story. I never days ain't got $1,000 to put gas in the car. And Winston said, "Man, what we could do?" I said, "Well, what I can tell you what I wouldn't do is taxi work." He said, "Why? Because you could catch your hand and you get money." I said, "No, because I'm not no fucking taxi man. I'm a businessman who's down and out and need to get up." You understand? I never see me, I sell juice for Richard Street. So this is not a shame thing.
You drink what? When drinking earlier? I want to go and use the washroom fast.
Alright, go then.
I'm not going to drink the and I'm not going to drink the and come back.
Make sure you stoop down where you're accustomed to. So guys, just to put things into context, I never saw myself in a certain light. So here was this thing. It's not a shame thing, me shame. I sell from the pavement of Regent Street. I sell juice from Regent Street, make juice and sell juice on an apron on Regent Street. Right? The man like he drink liquor. He's get chibby. He doesn't drink alcohol, so he get fucking chibby with we drink. Yeah. So it's not shame thing. But I never saw, when I sell juice, I made juice and I sell it. I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a businessman. This is a business idea I had and I did that. I never see myself as a fucking taxi driver. Because I knew I could have sell juice, I could have sell enough juice, and end up with a big juice entity. You understand? I don't know no fucking body will drive taxi and end up wealthy except for a couple man Cyril in Guyana, one man, and whoever own Uber in America and them kind of thing. Otherwise, and that taxi man is a fucking hustler. Me no hustle. That's again respect to the taxi man, no vexation taxi man. Just a me fucking thing. I always ambitious for a level. I never went back. You understand? I calculate, listen to me. I am going to do me. I don't know. I is a domino businessman. Simple as though. So I never did. You know when some telling about it, I did. Never settle for something.
Yeah.
You drink alcohol?
Which one?
What you drink?
Nothing. Pepsi Max alone.
Come. What we doing the fucking thing? I left the fucking thing, man.
Yeah, you left me, but the man say might want to check the comments. You got a lot of people trying to interact with you in the comment section.
Okay.
They have questions to ask and stuff. And
hey, maybe the press because of the G-string situation. I have predicament I could use you guys input on. I have a best friend. I have a predicament I could use you guys. We were friends since childhood, and he married his woman, but the two of them are toxic, and she and I developed a connection. One mother stunt is this way. Wait. Somebody ain't get fucked up here. I have a predicament I could use you guys' input on. I have a best friend. We were friends since childhood. He married his woman, but the two of them are toxic. And she and I developed a connection. What mother scunt you tell me? Answer what you telling me about?
She's just a sweet woman, and she developed. Me know what kind of connection she could develop with my wife. Unless they're as friends.
No. I could use you guys.
Yeah, she have a best friend, which is the man.
We were friends since childhood, and he
yes,
married his woman.
Good.
The two of them are toxic, and I and she are divided. This is a man.
You think so?
Maurice, yes, this is a man.
Oh, props. Yeah. More. Okay.
This is a man.
All right, so
developing a fucking connection. Partner.
So he's sleeping with my wife.
Man like you got a dead mother scunt. You want me input? Man like you got a dead. Yeah, people got analyze your mother scunt. You hear what I tell you? You could be a man's best friend. It's just as I getting this thing right.
I couldn't even believe it.
If it's a case where you and a man was the best friend, you saying the man and the lady got a toxic relationship.
You trying to sleep
and you got an interest in thing. You mother scunt when I get poisoned by it.
Yeah.
I he's just a poison mother scunt.
If you're saying she is toxic, how can you want to develop feelings for the woman when you know the woman is toxic? You are not, the woman is not toxic. And that is the same thing I was talking about earlier, where you gotta careful who you asking for advice. Because I'm sure the same man will turn to he kind of his friends for all the years. And he might ask me questions and say, man, you think me wife this or you think me wife that. The first thing the man will say, your wife cheated, just with man get rid of the wife. But that with my wife. I did a video on TikTok talking about the same thing when it comes to relationship. You got to be careful out there. And this is a message.
Here is my The two of them are toxic together, but the two of us are better. You all misunderstand. Me misunderstand. If you and a man is a fucking best friend, I don't care what the mother scunt going on. You hear people like you got for dead. People like you got for poison.
Yeah, he's a messed up.
You was a man best friend. You and he friendship come before. Are you saying the two of them toxic? Well, let's go launch a fucking races across. I could turn for me best friend for Pokey.
Want to tell you a true story? Happened to me in a relationship with a girl. A girl had a best friend who used to hang out with me. And the girl used to always tell her friend that me, she toxic. Used to like telling me the two, that we toxic together. Go and find a man.
Where are you in the sorry acts, man? You got sorry acts? Your mother's scunt is the same problem we got in this society where you can't trust people. Use one that way you can't fucking trust.
He's another one. He is another one.
You understand? This is the problem with this society. People who never stab you in your fucking back. You say clearly this is your best friend.
You're looking for stabbing in your back too.
You understand? Oh, he and shit, you got to tell your partner. This thing walking out to this girl. Here I tell you. People like you, for analyze mother's scunt. If somebody can do somebody something, because a lot of people doing people things, we word the while. They're fucking up people. There's a thing like that, little thing like that. You understand? I don't know if it's the first thing you tune into me program, but it's getting fucking right. I tell he and I'm more Scott, he's me body friend. You understand? I don't make fucking joke and certain thing. When I hear you know what people going through, you know what's it to have a best friend.
Because you must see grew up with him.
You know what's it that you wake up and thinking about somebody. You know what's it when me you know if y'all is best friend, like what I just check as best friend. If I is your fucking friend, I'd risk my life for you. For only know that you're watching me fucking woman. You understand? If they split up and all that things are different, but you can't assess in a toxic relationship.
No, he's saying a toxic, forget them for separate.
Yeah.
And toxic guys, he created a toxic environment. He must be saying
how you deal with that, right? How could you deal with that as a human being? Let me say you move on with she. How you dealing with that, boy? Who trusts it? You can't even trust your fucking self, boy.
I went through a very similar situation.
Tell me the story with the girl, man. I cut you off.
The girl,
let's just fucking
the same girl, good friend. Go out and get a buy for the two of them, for she. There's me girl. Started the two of them seeing each other and everything. Then get all the evidence for send me and show me.
Give me that again. Hold on. Give me that again.
I dated a girl. She had a very close friend who used to always say me she toxic. Used to say, "Man, you two shouldn't be together. You're toxic and everything." Go and link up now, me girl, with one of she friends in. Send me and show me all the evidence, pictures of them together and say, I said, look, this girl cheating upon you. This girl got another man and so. And the very same day, the girl asked me, when I went in shambles, because me mind. I said, on your call me night, I said, man, I tell you, I said, girl, like, I just can't focus. This thing just got me so much messed up mentally. The girl asked me if I want she come over now to keep me company for seeing me alright.
What will you do?
I just caution. I remember I getting a real messed up. I didn't want to hear or talk to nobody.
That's me forte. That's me feel of expertise.
I literally just
when the pressure is that.
I said, yo, look, me don't want to fucking hear from nobody. And that was it. I just delete your number and I block you. I didn't want to hear from you.
No. I gotta get to the back of my sheet.
I was because
it was the start.
Yeah, I was really it messed me mentally. Because I mean, the girl had a really nice vibes going on. We had a really nice vibes within a short time. It was a few months past and so on. I said, like, hey, I love this. I like this guy now. And we used to row 1 or 2 times. So yes, we didn't have no big row. We never had no fight. No, just 1, 2 small row. But you know, it is what it is. But I'll make life. I ain't vexed with shit. It's life. Because for me, I gonna be honest with you, when I find out that me partner got somebody else all in a relationship, I count this as a blessing. Because I'd rather leave her now and lose a few months than forget here 20 years down the line that she'd always seen somebody else and then left me there. So I just count this as a blessing. Anybody in a relationship, and you catch your partner cheating early is a blessings, boy. Because you don't waste so many years of your life, you don't waste being the person.
This is fucked up, buddy. When a man asks a question like this publicly.
No, well, he clearly got no morals.
No fucking morals.
I just hope it's a fake account that he used there, because if he used his real account.
No, I don't even care
something like that. You got really.
But even like there's so many people like that.
Like it's everything they start you by this face right now.
Here I'm now, right? Now remember that's supposed to affect me, right? But when a man say friend, like where are we in a society?
Like people don't know what it is.
Yeah, you got fucking everybody got money.
Correct.
Everybody could get money.
Correct.
You just gotta work
hard. Exactly. Just gotta work hard and you just gotta work extra.
You got certain things you gotta hold to. You understand? A friend must be able to left a fucking wife with you.
That's right.
Under certain circumstances and know. Well, if a man dead and that kind of thing, I fucking know. Because relationships is built after that time, right? But you can't deal with a man and in between he the woman. And now we're all human. We feel things, we hear and we see and we feel things, right? We are emotional creatures. So when I look at a friend's wife, I seen if she's fucking sexy, I seen a sexy woman. If she got a big fucking pum pum in front of she, I tell you, scunt is a fat fucking pum pum me friend wife got. That's what I see. Me watching up so scunt like if me know what I see. I know you got a me friend wife got a fat pokey. You understand? So we gotta be realistic first thing. You understand?
Yeah, correct.
But that is where it is. I know when I'm looking at that woman, I can't cross a certain line because that is my friend's wife.
That's right.
You understand? Like, oh, like you know, you's a saint. No, me no fucking saint. Because me friend would have to be a fucking jackass. For he wife walk across in front of me, mother's with she big thick fucking ass, and she boobs up like this. And assuming I thinking in me head, I see Scooby-Doo just fast. Here I tell you gotta be fucking retarded. You can't tell me you just spot in front. No, but that is what makes it. Because it is the reality of what you're seeing confronted with our friendship and relationship that has a border.
But would you say it out, no?
Say it out what?
For here?
What do you mean?
You would say, hey, you girl got a big fat pokey?
If you fucking, I come by you. If I come by you, and you fucking wife gonna sit down in front of me with a camel toe, I would ask you in front of fucking she, how you deal with a camel toe, right? Yeah, I don't hear it. No,
me can't do that disrespect, but I just ask him.
No, babe.
I say just like you.
No, but again.
But I wouldn't do it in front of you.
You can't expect, not from everybody. You imagine.
I would tell you where you're me alone.
No, here. You imagine. You have a wife. Right? I'm going to tell you this straight up now. You get a girl. A year from now, married. A proper fucking thing. And when I come by your house and sit down, she sit down inappropriately with a fucking pokey, look like a tilapia. Big and broad, sister. Now, bear in mind, a year from now, she see the man here. She had to be watching me marrying program. What the mother scunt she think? I, Guyanese critic, you friend, say, sit down here, I'll fucking house, watch up in the ear and say, oh my, there's a tilapia in here. Yes, sir?
No, you must speak your mind, everybody.
No, but it's not the same as marrying your wife. Yes, sir?
So we do it.
I would tell she scunt, yo, get your fucking self organized. I got here. Let me tell you a story.
No, but
I got a friend.
A woman should not be dressed in a store to me in front of company.
No, I understand, but what I'm saying.
You kind of should.
Let me say we rolling out. What do you expect from me? What I'm saying? With the kind of scunt I stacking and being Guyana's premier outspoken person. You understand? When it comes to scunt and the real estate. What the fuck you thought I would be you would watch me and want to know like I fuck you. Why? Because if I start acting so you watch and see a big brad pokey there and I there so right? Like me fucking see and I act. I don't act so. Everybody know I start whatever they me fucking mind.
That's right, correct.
You understand?
Right.
So it gonna be strange when you watch it like that's why critic know this girl. You understand?
I mean as outspoken as you. I mean like I said, I would tell you, but I would wait when she would wait. And I would
no, well most likely
I now see why you would have for the thing.
Oh no. Well I wouldn't do anything to demean your stature in front of your wife. That's the first thing, right? Mm-hmm. So it mightn't necessarily be there, but I telling you, you understand? Or if I telling she is in a disciplinary manner, right? I got a friend. And his wife jokingly one time just said how who she crush. But he was telling you, nah, the mother son is getting me from my nose. Till one day, I said, lash your fucking head. I lash your mother son in your head. Just up. And he watching me, and me, wife, their fucking story. Yes, because It's not me, woman. I fucking take offense to things like that. He is a more understanding man than me. Yes, and I take fucking offense to things like that.
Something. You think people mix up associates and friendship?
Yes.
Because that's what I want to ask you. Because there's a big difference between the two. An associate and a friend. And I think that's why a lot of people is getting mixed up.
You know, this man, them man is a sick man. By you gotta get fucking poison. Is my friend, yes, but she doesn't deserve the bullshit he putting her through. I've been a good gentleman and you misunderstand. You're a good gentleman. Poison for your mother's son by. You will sit on attack your friend.
Years.
You will sit on attack you fucking friend and say, bye, this is not the way to treat a woman and all them things. Tell him the same things you telling me. That's what friendship is about. You understand?
And I bet he move on his life with a woman. He moving on. He waiting single.
By you,
one man wife.
I like he. This is the first time me best friend would get bugger by. Yes, I hold him. No, them fucking banana. You imagine a man sit down. Here what chilling me is I could only imagine when they think how he's sitting and watching at that man woman and watching at the fucking man.
Imagine.
Eh?
Any little problem, any little thing is why will you this? Why look you guys left the woman?
Tell the man.
I can imagine, but
tell the man, say yo, this is not right, buddy. This is not right. You can't treat woman like that. Like this fucking money.
Friend like that.
You believe you can do shipness wrong? You can't do shipness wrong, me.
That's right, correct.
Right away, I say yo.
Yeah, you
done that mother scorn right away. You see the fucking girl thing? No, here, there's not a joke. When you tell me the girl ate tea hand and then, I just imagine she had me a butcher scorn. And here now, I talk it for me, man, like when he can't butcher scorn. He can't touch you if I did it. Right?
Yeah, that's the one-sided part.
That's the funny thing, right? Because it was me, quick like butcher scorn. But
I can't do shit.
Anytime I did it, when she hit he can't raise the hand and fucking shit. It is me, I got as a man, this is what you do. Yes, I mean that I can't fucking say shit. But me sitting down there and me friend knocking no fucking woman. Yes, sir. Me sitting down there watching me friend knocking. I don't care what the mother's country.
You're supposed to get your friend knocking.
Yes, sir. I don't care what the woman do. I stand up right there and see she's a fucking crass.
No, you got it.
He can't knock shit. Because if she fire, he have high stunt or something. Push away or something. Yes, sir. But he ain't beating no fucking woman in front of
him. No, but in my opinion, anything to do with abuse, whether verbal, you're cussing, you want to fight, you gotta do it in your private time. If you part, no.
What's stunt here? By this story getting more sweet. We already slept together once and I feel bad about it. I cannot deny connection we share. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Remember I tell you since he said earlier, you getting close to check say he's still with your man.
No. Oh my God, you got tried there, boy. You is a fucking wreck, boy.
I can tell you one thing. When the man, which you will find out one day, the man will find out one day that his best friend and his wife cheating.
I fuck both of them.
You gonna fuck her?
I want,
you get your best friend fucking a woman. You gonna fuck her?
Clap it for me. I want when I sit down, so right? I want when I sit down. He must sit down watching me and thinking, bad. Thomas, I put that fucking bad. Yeah, I said, both of them. I been over both of them scunned.
But I mean, it sounds like a nice story, doesn't it? You walk in, you catch a man who fucking your wife. And you pull out, you gotta put it together. It's like I got push this cocky, you have to
listen to me. You, here I tell you, no.
You keep it a secret for the rest of your life, you know.
You imagine he gonna explain that? Here no, here I tell you. You gotta remember. Because let me say we keeping this thing. She make a mistake, right? What's she thinking after the way? Eh? What kind of fucking terrorist I got here? Come on, I can open my can of burger in the fucking water.
She never see the man right.
The right, never! It's done!
Yeah, she doesn't see back as a man, no matter what
it's
she got.
Done!
The man is a man.
You not study the relationship, boy.
Yeah, done.
And I say, yeah, go.
You're done right now.
Go and live for your fucking life.
She never watch a man back the same way. You watch a man digging a burger in the man. You can't watch it no matter what.
No, it's done. Relationship done.
Correct.
Yes, sir. Plus, remember, you in? We don't want to beat up and fight them calmly. You deal with it, yeah, I thing with everybody and say, yeah, trust.
Let me talk about friendship and associate, though, if you want this one.
Yeah, it's important. Well, I think a lot of people don't know what it means to be a friend. And then there's a difference between women friends. There's a difference in general, between men and women. And then there's a difference between women friends and men friends. So,
I had a conversation at time, a discussion. I had a discussion on TikTok with a video. I was saying that there are different type of friends. And you can't have one general friend. You have friends who you could go and do business with. You have friends you could go out and drink with. You have friends who you could go out and...
this is where you mixing up. I think you mixing up associate and friends.
So that would be you would consider associate.
Yeah, you can't have friends who you could... I wouldn't, unless we get a very good understanding of what it's about. Friends is and we're in the same field. Friends is having for the business with. Friends and money. Yeah, you only got.
Oh, we did. Wait, the thing for something? Shit. You know, it's always the thing I don't know what the thing for.
It's a barcode for oh shit, it's a barcode for everything. The bracelet of YouTube. Favorite news everything.
I always see this barcode and I never know what's this barcode for, you know. I just see this barcode.
Yeah. Oh shit.
And you just figured out that?
No, I watching it on.
You know what thing, Ross? You just figured you one thing.
Yeah. So, what happens? If you have friendship, our friendship has to have certain characteristics. So there's a level of trust in friendship. With an associate, there's no need for that level of trust. Because friends, you have to confide things in. Mm-hmm. Friends are people who, no matter what the circumstance is, will tell you the truth. Or that is what friends should be. It is not in most cases. You understand?
Yeah, that is why. This life
like they got you. I got a partner named Mark, Winston. There are limited people in my life that are listed.
The closest friend I had, closest friend, who was like a brother to me in school and out of school, tried hustling me wife in. That was the first lesson I learned about best friend.
Let me tell you something how I serious. Right? Them, like you girl and thing, I find them, not that I'm trying to stay out of the way. Mm-hmm. I find them repulsive.
In which manner?
Just because of the association with you.
Okay.
Because of the way I feel about you, mm-hmm. I would find it is so drastic to me in how I should see your woman that I find them repulsive.
No, but I understand though. Because I got a very close thing to something similar to that. Because when I see women in my my type and they're dating a close friend of mine, I suddenly just got like I watch it, but I don't see them the same way. No,
well, I get this for you right away.
I don't see them repulsive, but I just don't.
No, I got the same thing like
I can't even be she friend. I can't be she
like I can't women in uniform.
Oh, there's me type by. I love the
because uniform. Of my association with uniform and schoolgirls, women in uniform. Yeah, I don't.
Nah, it's like nurses especially.
Remember you young.
Nurses, teachers. Like I find the uniform thing. But it's not open. Like police and everything, no. Right? But like teachers or nurses, I find like I have an attraction for
those two. Problem is the uniform.
Those two.
Yes, sir. Me problem is the uniform. So because of that, I find like teachers in Rabata College and so when I see them think because I just associate with them. But
how you associate uniform with school? I mean like I don't big women versus school girls, there's not like no kind of
uniform. Any woman wearing a uniform I associate with. And not to say I haven't had relationship with nurses and so on.
No.
But I'm saying how I see it in my head. That is why, even with a friend or a friend's wife, they can expect certain things from me because this is how I look at them. No.
But me as a friend, when I is your friend, I can defend you. I mean, I remember a time I had a story with a friend.
And set you up too.
Huh?
And set you up too.
Yeah, they got.
Like how you just set me up.
I don't set you up.
Then the fine fucking thing, your mother's gonna you're coming for big from me.
What are you talking about? Me? It was for you. It was for you, so you gotta accept. It was for you.
Tell me where the fucking asshole.
We part us sleep out with the seat on, and the man wife looking for you. So the guy said the man sleeping by me, the man and knock out, pissing drunk in my living room. They send you fucking ass by his seat and sleeping. But it's the kind of friend I am. For the time you in my car looking for you, I don't know something wrong. So I could don't pick up now, but it's the friend I am. I can pick up for you. I can say, yeah, man, I'm sleeping in my living room. Well, I want to talk to you. I gone out, like, I talk, hey, you know, this man pissing drunk here right now. This man can't talk or come on the phone right now. You got a hold on. Like, oh, son, then I would come off. Oh, God, this man going to vomit. Cut off the phone. Then now I can try calling. He forget that.
He's a real fucking whoremonger.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I would never put you in them kind of situation. You buddy don't.
No, I never say you, but I say how I say.
No, I know.
I put you in it though, don't worry. I put you in it. I tell you, I put you in it enough time. When you think it, I don't want to do that. No, the rest of your life.
Look here what this one's saying. This is a fucked up story, but when he's saying, gotcha, enjoy it while it's fresh and exciting. Remember the novelty will wear off. And hopefully when your best friend find out, it doesn't get even more toxic. Now your best friend need to put you out the fucking misery.
But believe me, I was so much glad that if the man, whoever is your best friend, could know a guy, man, and just left fall to them and live life, a new life, man.
Not a rough. Me want to be a part of them thing.
Because he woman cheating upon he with his best friend, fucking around.
No, if the relationship is done, what I'm saying, he's playing a role. Here, means nothing wrong. You can't write off a woman because she been with your best friend.
So they're with your best friend, not being with your best friend.
I am not playing no role in fucking up a woman's relationship with my friend. Has I?
Correct.
I stay on the fucking sideline to that and I support it all the time.
But you see,
putting in no wrench and nobody works and nobody relationship, me dang them fucking thing.
But me as make sure I set the boundary immediately. Right? When they asking me questions about the friend, I say, look, you go and you ask him. Don't ask me. But I want to know if my friend there with this woman. I say, what happened? If you feel you man is with another woman, you sit down with him and you ask him, you talk to him. Same way you come road looking to ask me questions, go and ask him questions.
Well, if you woman come and ask me, Scandal, you will get a surprise in your life.
What you tell she?
Why you tell she?
What you tell her? If I walk, me tell me up, one of me girls and come to you. I say, man.
If Sian got a woman?
Yeah.
Hey, Sian. This girl there. She want to got a woman. Don't she must come down with me. Don't she done with me.
You check it out to back at all.
Not fucking me. Bear in mind, by now, Guyana knows me. So, there's that likelihood people call you. People don't know you. This real fucking Mavax.
You want a Guyana know you, but I can tell you the rest. I think I know about you.
Right, so, people know out of the head, yo, that banner there, that was fucking banner, you can't ask his cunt.
But another thing though, as much as they got a lot of people who don't like you, and they don't have a reason why they don't like you, they got a lot of people like you too, you know. A lot of people
more like me. Here what happens. First thing is, you can't vex with you. Remember I did the show business. I was telling to somebody today.
Mm-hmm. Why you don't go on joining people in Suarez to come in? Suarez, circus thing. They come in.
Suarez.
The circus come in the country.
When they come in?
They come in already. They start 22nd of March is the first show.
Where are they?
I think it's Durban, somewhere in Durban. Suarez, the circus thing, buddy.
Oh no, this PNC acting now, man.
No, it's
they come for PNC perform.
By Suarez, the circus show what talking about.
What clowns and stuff is that?
Yes.
They come for PNC perform, right behind coffee there? Wait, yeah. It's PLC performing.
Let me talk about you put me no politics, not me and the grass at all. I still don't know. Just one thing you get in me vagina with you. Politics, not me, Ras. I stay in the hell out of it. I mean,
yeah, so I tell you the difference in people who like and who don't like, right? The first thing is, there is nobody that dislikes me that situation that they're in is not approved by me. How could you dislike a man that you don't know?
Correct. Yeah, you can't dislike.
It happened. The dislike that they have for me is as a direct result of my action that I'm aware of. I'm not unaware of it.
That's similar like
that's why I continue to call the fucking lowlives and the hungry bellies, the lowlives and the hungry bellies. I don't
think we should call them lowlives.
No, but like you understand what I'm telling you.
I just think they're not educated enough to understand.
No, but you understand what I'm saying. If you fall into that category, I don't want association. Here where the problem, and most people contradict
I don't think anybody wants association with people who behave with them kind of demeaning manner.
No, but here what I tell you. People want association.
Even me,
You make a fucking joke.
I keep out clean.
You don't watch social media.
You can't get me for them things. When I scroll in TikTok and I see people them like,
you never see the Clown Prince in action.
That is just swipe. Who's the Clown Prince? Me know who's Clown Prince.
Here what now. When I started on this path, bear in mind, first thing you just attack, like when I talk about low life and hungry belly is an attitude. It's a standard of living, behavior and everything else, right? So those people, if they want to up the game, they can when they want. You know, so this guy to me, man, why this sounds so bad and listen. It is a matter of fact. Now me throw my car and the funny thing is, me in a car name. So how you know is you? How I does know?
Yeah, correct.
How I does know when you see yourself as a low life?
I think you wonder because
how I does know that you see yourself as a low life and a hungry belly is when you fucking get annoyed. So I keep pushing all the time, and I know when somebody comes, I don't like Kevin. When I watch them, I never meet nobody who's sophisticated, well off, and all of that. I don't like the fucking boy. And somebody's like, man, you got to worry about tea.
Yeah, because it's not here. And I myself say that, these people are not really too much educated. So they see things in a little, different perspective. But when you just say you never call him, which is indeed, you don't call him.
So how do you even know what you're talking about?
So
if you know yourself.
Yes.
So how I just know when you fall into the category? It's when you come in, right? Say, throw the can.
Yeah, you got me. You win. You win the one because if you call me,
Sian, let me tell you.
I would say, man, ain't got time to do shopping.
But
once you take a chance, hit the right.
But here what I tell you.
Right nearly.
You gotta remember, I didn't come here just to see Sian. It took a lot of planning. And then I decided, and like how politicians just want to get as much people, they get to support them. I only looking for certain kind of people to follow me. And if you're willing to come up to the level, because remember, me in the head beating nobody down. I am telling you, man, you could do better. I shine you.
Yeah, correct.
Yes, I don't tell no man to become no sweet man and make a set of fucking children. I don't encourage you with nothing wrong.
Correct.
You understand?
You make sure you take care of yourself.
So I also telling you how you could elevate yourself and come up. Me going down to your level, I ain't there no fucking low life hungry belly pit. And now remember, I say low life hungry belly. Me and call no name.
Correct. I'm gonna agree with you on the one that you're gonna win the one because indeed, I don't hear your call name. You just say low life hungry belly. So if somebody take it on, it's their own self.
Bro. This is psychology 101. Me throw me can and I call no foul. That's it. This, I thought about what I wanted or how I wanted, like
what about tissue? My nose running something. Itchy my nose. Come in fast.
Me okay, the fucking thing happening to see.
My nose itchy, man.
How long we journey? Yeah, I left. What's going on here? Why we got 2 episodes? Yeah, they cut off and come on back? What the fuck is this? Oh, this is 20th of February. Okay. Why is it important to maintain standards in a relationship? Because anything that standards are not anything that standard is not maintained in is gonna lose lost character. It's gonna lose momentum. What we the
No, we done finish the topic. Yeah. We don't like form rebellion, so we done finish the topic.
So no, but if I am to be true to my word, you see where there's conflicting thing is where I began from. Right? Mm-hmm. But nobody has paid attention that I paid a lot of time and effort into getting here. So why is supposed to be doing acting labar dabar my whole fucking life? You understand? You gotta elevate yourself.
Correct. But the question comes down to sometimes when you act in a way, like we say when you cuss upon somebody, you don't think you're behaving in the same way? With the same demeanor we're talking about?
Have you ever listened to Joe Rogan podcast?
Yes. Yeah, Joe Rogan.
Do you know have you ever been to a Catholic church?
Me? One time I went.
Have you ever met a Catholic priest?
Not personally.
You ever saw a Catholic priest?
Yeah.
You think they're...
Alright, correct. I know.
Bugger little boys. I don't bugger little boys.
I know where you're coming from.
You understand?
Yes, correct. Yeah, they act a certain way.
No. You're fucking playing.
No, I understand. They portray to be like the most righteous person.
Yeah.
Behind closed doors, they're upon a whole lot of shit. Correct.
Now, what you see is what you get.
That's right.
Now, here, laugh.
Straight up.
You think when I lie down, me better, you know what I mean? I get cussing up and harm my fucking self?
Yes. No, probably look in the mirror.
It's not in my, just solely in my character. This is the way I speak. I use this language all the time, right? Mm-hmm. But one of the variants, and I think those will sketch people at balance. People think is an act. Is when somebody meet me personally and realize I speak in the same way. You understand? It's the same thing. People say, critique you real for truth. I say, what the fuck you talking about it? You see the consistency. There's not been a fucking day that I have not acted the same way.
Yeah.
I have even become so predictable. People just call if I fuck them up. Because they know I don't fucking lose it.
So they purposely come out there
knowing that I am not going to leave this thing up. I am going to answer them.
Yeah, like a time I had a conversation with a girl and she said, man, I want to call in actually. Something she wanted to ask her. I said, man, well, why don't you call him? Oh no, if I can, he cuss me up. I said, man, you don't see though, he's cuss people up just up. She said, no. I said, exactly. I said, don't cuss people up just up. So call you.
There's something that making sense though.
Well, I guess, but like you said, people that purposely just throw something out.
No, but one of the other things is too, in first I never used to be like this. But then I realized I want to be me.
Yes.
I don't want to be caught up.
I think people like it. I think people like the whole charisma, the jovial behavior.
I am.
And it's different.
I'm far from perfect. I never told anybody I was perfect. I never promoted myself as perfect. I said I'm the realest thing in the world. That is what I purport to be. I, Mikhail Rodriguez, better known as the Guyanese critic, will be honest. I will be genuine. You understand? That is all I can be.
No, and I think you keep genuine people around you too. Because
I fucking...
Every time you introduce me to somebody, to you, when you see you get to talk to the person, who you see is exactly who you get.
Yeah. No. I got a knack for that. people would say, how, with my recent experience I had, how do I think? I knew what was coming. I knew what was going on. I didn't know everything. But people say, oh, you and I was friend and now you find out things you're cutting up. So, you're going to know somebody. Then you're going to find out of wrongdoing or something. And you're going to keep participating because, you only talking now? People say, you only talking now? No. You talk when you fucking find out.
Correct.
And when you find out, you distance yourself. Simple as that.
I mean, just like the relationship we were talking earlier. When you now meet somebody, you're now getting to know everything about them, you're there. But then when you get to know the truth, now you decide, based on the truth, if you want to stick around or not. And
so our discussion was supposed to be in finalizing today's episode. And again, we got to be more constant with this thing. A lot of people are asking for the man cave.
I too, a lot of people on the road
right?
within
so,
the past month.
But as you and them buys, I set your time in, I will make myself available.
Alright, but once you will make yourself available.
I did.
Remember we had in these shows with the whole stomach problem.
Outside of that, you could invite people, and people want the man cave. We can look at some of the comments and set our.
But if you want, sometimes what we could do, we do the same how we do the live with TikTok. I come in, we sit down, and then you could lie down right there. You just lie down, and we do a TikTok and we gaff, and so right there we do the conversation gaff, and we get a video side by side, and we could gaff too. You know, you could always mix it up if you know
No, but what I'm saying, people have been asking constantly for the man cave and the discussions in the man cave.
Correct.
Because it men have an opportunity, women too have an opportunity.
You know what I think we could do? Let people leave in the comments. Let they give some topic we would like we could talk about.
Beautiful. Guys, you leave comments. Leave in the comments what are some of the topics you want us to discuss.
And the ones where we see the most liked topic, we're going to run with them. We're going
to make sure the next man cave, that's what we use. Because now man cave is live, by the way. Normally it used to be pre-recorded, but now it's live. We just do an hour live and it's done. So the concept was the friendship and associates and so on. So they're not friends. It's not recommended to do business with friends. That's the first thing. Because emotions...
I had a problem with years ago with a friend, Me and you were very good friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, partner.
Oh, it's the wrong button. I think it's the wrong button. I'm pressing. I'm trying to get the screenshot there. We're going to do this. Here we are. Well, I don't know where you are in the conversations. I really am reading.
Right.
You just got it
wrong. Yeah, let me get a call back in 2 minutes.
So everybody was saying whatever. Sorry, I'm replying to y'all. My apologies.
Be careful, critic. Do not lie down. What's going? Somebody saying don't. You say we can lie.
No, we're not talking about, you lie down and we do the podcast. You could just lie down in your bed and we gaff.
Oh, yeah. Chit chat, guys. Chit chat. Yeah. So, so it's not recommended. So it's happened. So,
but I had a friend screw me over in business, We were supposed to do a big gym. And we put in the money half and half, right? There's the agreement. I can put X amount of money, he can put X amount of money. Coming on to the business now, signing paper, he suddenly now don't have the money. But he want I to put his share, and then eventually he can pay me back during the course of the next couple of years. Mm-hmm. So I start asking him right there, then why don't I just do the business myself? Because if I am putting everything, this is not a partnership no more. I don't see no partnership in it. When I do give a final, it was about 2 months later, I gave a final. The man had no interest at all from the very beginning of putting any money for doing the business. He was just looking to get money out of it, and that was it. I had friends use friendship. I'm going to call this guy name. Borrowed some money from me. Literally borrowed money from me. Tell me, God, bring in this thing, bring in the thing.
I gave back the fucking money when you borrow from me, right?
Not you.
No, just want you fucking clear it up.
What is this?
Alright, yeah. No, yeah. It's my friend I borrow money for you, I stress you out. I take
No, we talking about you.
I take a little laugh for you, but I give back.
This one took over 2 years for give me this money. And every time for paying me, you always got to talk about friendship. And then when I learned friendship and money.
Yeah, money and friendship don't. If people don't understand, like I tell you a joke, I tell you the idea, but there wasn't no joke.
But get me back to the man, I just say, what get me fucking back to the man though? The man there, the man everybody got enough money for people, you know. Got $2 million for me. Got another $3 million for another man. And every time they got some big lining guy, you know, he there VIP too, you know. He there fucking Magic City buying drinks. He there Baroom Bar buying drinks.
You living in life,
Living in life for another fucking people money. Every time they got some big sport, he always got a VIP. And that's how he living, he like pun people money. And I got no pun them, is that for this thing, you know?
No.
Acting like them is regular, but I pun around the place. I literally borrowing all money from people.
I as I grow older and become more mature, I'm learning different things, right? So I have nobody but my circle. You know how we do it, right?
Correct.
But there's certain principles, and if you don't use, because what happened with a lot of friendships, there's a level of envy and in it, right? So if people are not in tune in a purposeful relationship, because of the vacuum in the studio downstairs, when you lock the door, you just feel this whole floor.
I want to get a little quick readjustment, feel a vibration, right?
Because that is a contained room by itself with the two doors, right? When the door lock, it creates a vacuum of pulse, and you feel this whole floor.
Alright, I'm glad you credit. If you didn't tell me that, I would ask if we had a little earthquake. No, I mean, I opened just now. I said, man, we had an earthquake just now.
Yeah, so I'm telling you, so a lot of times, a lot of people might not be brought up in the right way to know what friendship is about. Because most people have people around them that they use. Yeah, so correct, you use, because of the trust base, you use the people closest to you. And it should not be that way. Your friend should be the person you're supposed to be able to go and tell them exactly what you're doing. All right.
Yeah, but you see, this thing with friendship is a very big thing, you know, because it's the same people who you trust. Is go back and talk your name on here, you know.
No one here. Again.
I mean, I tell a lot of women these things.
Human beings have not been very good in communicating expectations. I too have that problem. So even in relationships and so on, if I am made aware of something, if I am made aware of how my woman feels or how she feels about me, even if it's in an exploratory manner, something is clicking me here right away and make me very resistant to want to be forthcoming and open. Here was one of the problems we got. And I don't do it, and I can't take it. If I hear you fucking talk something about me, because remember I'm very open.
Correct.
So if I say anything behind the scenes, it's something I would talk about me fucking marrying program with you, Scott. You understand?
Yeah.
So if I hear you talk about me, if somebody say this person said about me, I tell you when me had a partner.
No, but your friend is supposed to defend you.
Well, listen to me. Let me tell you something.
The people who defend you when you are not there, those are the people who know friend.
About the visit Guyana, the audio with Azan.
I remember the story. That was a very
He sent it, right, to me, jokingly, for show me well what she's saying behind.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here what happened.
I think that's what he's saying, he never make it.
But here, that's what the fucking baby party staff are broke up. Because what he didn't know is that certain things I don't take lightly. That's right away. I start watching because here right now. If somebody comes and critic Sienna as leader, I say, yo, I remember I got friends all over the place. Me and the friends just laugh at me. Hey, you such a fucking one bag and make you laugh after me. You know, me and the friends then. Just make you laugh after me. Right? And I said, yo, the man's my friend. Don't fucking talk about the man. You understand? Right away. I take serious offense to them thing now. But when I hear that, jokingly, he sent to me that. When I hear that calculate, nah bye. Right away something switch on in me fucking head. And it happens with my relationship and then every fucking woman going to ask about something or something about me and I hear right? That fucking thing. That thing has changed me whole thing here. I try. I can't help myself. I never see a scone the same. I strike. Bear in mind, it's a normal thing for people to talk. And some people would listen.
I don't think it's a normal thing to talking your friend name. I believe.
No, well, here I'm now.
Since
me problem is that it's talking.
I never found myself to be the person.
You can't get me for listen. You know what I tell you? If you say listen to somebody and tell somebody you see, believe it or leave it, some fucking thing going on with them there.
That's how me father start disagreeing. The same thing, my father want to talk about somebody, I want to talk name. I said, look, me not here for it. Me in the mood.
No, I take serious offense to them kind of thing.
And depending who's the person, especially to that's not me, my father used to follow nothing. Me, he used to round enough for the thing.
No, people,
a
lot of people, is the lies and the deceit, they got this way about them. You understand? Bring in care fucking is a lot of people always live.
No, me like the thing I tell, like the thing that's really annoying me. You know?
A lot of people that's how they live.
Me enough of the family them don't talk me. That's the thing, you know. When they come to tell me about somebody, I say, hey, me really want them. If you want, you know, you talk to them.
We done our priorities.
Alright, closing out.
So yeah, so guys, we had a interesting conversation and discussion. Put in the comments what you expect next week. It's next week again, right?
Next week.
It's every week. So we're going to be back on every week.
Every Tuesday, we get on the program.
We're going to be back on. And thank you guys for tuning in. I don't know if Sian wants to leave anything with you guys. I think we've had an extremely interesting conversation. We've come to the end of our hour. And I think next week's discussion is supposed to be friendship and what friendship is like. Let me do some research.
Yeah.
What are some of the perimeters of friendship? And what people could expect, you know. I like me got no problem. He's a ride and die fucking friend. I know, and you could do this. God's cunt, I help you do this. So, tag about me, mother cunt partner. Yes, like here, you tag about fucking me. Somebody come tell me back. The fucking baby party start broke up there.
But it's supposed to, because you ain't supposed to have friends talking about your name behind your man.
No, but here, not talking alone.
Friendship.
You listen, somebody tell me you went there listening. I think me. Not me, I call you a scunt. I would call you, I would talk you fucking name with somebody. If somebody come and talk you name, I call you even the fucking phone listening. I said, when we there half in the talking, I said, see, I hear. Yeah, I said, nothing.
No, you see,
people just tell me thing what I want to tell you. I said, the fucking boy's a asshole, boy's a jackass. Story done. The same thing what I would tell you to your fucking face, yeah, I said.
Right.
So, when you hear it, you will say, my critic tag. No. Yes. If you hear, like if I was to tag your name, you wouldn't believe. If somebody said, critic told us about your behavior and this and that, you can't feel like, what are you talking about? Yes, if somebody said, the boy seems a fucking jackass. Yes, and you got jolly fucking behavior, so you don't know. That mother scunt is what the man would say to my face. You would cuss me and tell me though, you understand? But like it's a fucking ass.
Yeah, because you got jolly behaviors, your hand, jolly, face, wrist. No, we acknowledge that you got jolly wrist. You say I got jolly hand inside, but you got jolly wrist.
Partner, this is what is hand.
You got jolly wrist. You got jolly fucking wrist. That cough thing out without opening up your hand.
If you want to buy a fucking chair set, how much? Do you want broke big pocket chair set? Hey, yes, I think we've come to the end of an interesting conversation. So until next week again, I don't know if Sian or leave last words with you guys.
Love everybody, as y'all know. I love everybody. You guys can always hit me up, message me, anything you need, massages, Ciagra drink, cosmetics. I's the guy. You just hit me up and we talk business. Love everybody. I love everybody. I got no enemies. I got no enemies at all.
Y'all take care, guys. Peace out.
Let me just...